Hello, this is Zach. I'm doing a report on the research I did, my pretty in-depth research into becomeafighterpilot.com and the things related to it, its competition, how to optimize it, what opportunities we have. So actually I'm going to switch over to a mind map I drew to make it clearer, to get a bird's eye view first. So in the center you can see, oh, you can't really see my cursor right now. It has, there you go. You can see that the website is in the center here, and the main thing that occurs is visitors come to the website, and the thing we care about most is that it's monetized. So to expand on that, visitors are coming from search engines mainly, and then everything else, direct, referral, social, etc. They go to the website, but they also go to social and to email. Those are both really important categories of interaction. Keep in mind this is web business optimizers, not just website optimizers. So, and we don't just monetize, we also just exchange value, like exchanging a lead magnet for someone's name and email. And also their user experience is really important. Before they actually buy, from the time they first hear about us or see us, all the time they're with us, until they buy, or even if they don't, and after, sharing us, etc. That's all the user experience, and the better quality, the more money we earn, the more service we provide. So, and also with the monetization, there's upfront and recurring. So, all of these I see ways to optimize. So, it's not a very simple presentation where I can just kind of talk about one thing. Although, in order to say what we would focus on, I would do the website itself first, redesign some variations on the website, which is basically just a sales page. So I'll go into that a little bit, and especially focusing on the headline and the call to action. So the beginning and the end. The middle is probably just fine. But if the beginning is better, more people will actually go through the whole thing, and if the ending is better, more people will actually convert. So that's what we'll focus on first. And then the other main opportunity I see is improving your visitors through search engines and basically search engine optimization, content marketing, etc. So I'll go over those things now. Alright, so here's the website, and definitely looks like your average sales page. Some cool graphics up there. It's not full width. Different color text and a long headline and text and quotes and interestingly small little video thing with this creative box. And okay, it just kind of continues. There's an opt-in form. It's not really clear what that's about easily. I'll do what I usually do with one of these, which is just scroll through it. Okay, yeah, free reports, yada yada, bunch of stuff. What's the price? Okay, 60-day money back. That's good. 100% of your training, yada yada, testimonial. Okay, 67 bucks. So, excuse me. So, basically, what's going on is that this site is very old, outdated. It's one page, but not in a good way. Not in the new modern HTML5 way. It's just a sales page. So kind of a blank slate. It converts, but and of course you can click on this, and it's funny here that it says for 1 full year, but this is the only place it says it. So Okay, then there's this webinar. There's a pop-up that comes up. I think I have my pop-up blocker on, and it's getting it, but takes me to this, which is, it's alright. It's long, and there's not many calls to action if I'm already ready to buy or to do something. And yeah, there's just kind of a lot that can be improved about this. The audio quality of itself isn't great. I don't think there's much we can do about that right now, except for maybe playing with what this is. But we could at least say, we apologize for the audio difficulties, but the quality is worth it, so please stick with it or something. And so then I researched Ed Rush and Associates, because at the bottom that's who it was, and found, okay, speaker, LinkedIn, book, etc. The Afterburner Club, so I'm not sure if we also own this or not, or you also own this or not, but it's obviously connected because this is the ongoing product, and this is just, it's really bad, really bad. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's, above the fold, it's almost all wasted space. And this is the home page, and this is where the video comes on. 7.9 thousand likes, that's cool. I signed up, as you can see, so that's there. Navigation, but kind of a cool video actually, but yeah, you'd really need to bring all this stuff up, have a really clear headline, value proposition here. Okay, so let's just keep rolling through this. There's a membership page. I remember it actually looking pretty bad before I signed up. This is actually cool. I dug for this Wall of Fame. Here's all the videos, and then just pages and pages of testimonials. This stuff is gold here, I think, for social media content, blog content, to use as conversion aspects in emails throughout the actual website. So, and then looking up Ed Rush himself. Okay, so cool. 4-time #1 best-selling author, internationally recognized speaker and advisor. Made me think maybe Amazon bestseller or something, which is a little bit, different, but still cool. Speaker, author, okay, cool site. Alright, here's him. Pilot, books, speaker, testimonials. Cool, okay, so this is obviously his main focus now, but the one thing I liked most is I like this, because one of the things that's pretty pervasive is that people don't buy from companies, they buy from people. So he's actually kind of on the wrong side here. He should really be over here, because people go from left to right, and they'll look over the picture and then focus over here where the text should be. But maybe we can just mirror image this and put info here, put a video here, explaining things better, stuff like that, for our website, as a way to modernize it and personalize it. And it's a great picture, it's already there, we don't have to do anything. This is when I started looking at what the competition is, like searching how to become a fighter pilot. This is #1 rank, and it is that way because they have a, here I'll go to the rankings. They actually have this list here. So above the fold on Google, there's an ad from the Air Force, this whole list, and this. That's all that's above the fold. So ideally we'd like to get here, which we easily could, because this is the Houston Chronicle. It's just a newspaper website who happened to figure out how to do this list thing. We can do that too. And then they also have this. So basically an ad and one organic person gets all of this stuff. And this one. And then WikiHow, the Air Force, study.com, become fighter pilots. I was actually surprised because the fact that it's basically just a standalone sales page. Surprised Google hasn't dinged you a lot more. So how to become, and I don't know if this is your main, a main search term or anything, or if this is a good indicator of all the other, places you rank, but U.S. military, .about, Quora, Yahoo Answers. So, I mean, the fact that you're competing with Yahoo, Quora, About.com, the Air Force, WikiHow, the Australian Air Force, Wikipedia, and doing pretty well is exciting. But of course, if you could be in the top 3, that would really boost you even from where you're at now, kind of blending in. So then I just opened up each one of these. It's not loading for me here. I have a ton of tabs open. So yeah, just looking at it, it's really not that good as far as like high quality long form content. There's hardly any pictures or videos. It doesn't have the thing where you can kind of click through each step. It's more modern or any of that stuff. And then I have ad block on, but yeah, the related things around here are not really having to do with fighter pilots, so we can beat this. It's just this list that gets them such a good ranking. You could see anything that's kind of experimental for Google, like they're saying about this result feedback, but still, it's hitting you pretty hard. And then this WikiHow, we can't really compete with this, but they're not promoting anyone. This isn't like from a company who made a WikiHow article who's promoting their products, so this isn't really a competitor. We can try to answer people's questions and reference us as a, link to us as a reference or something, but they might not like that. So study.com. This can be cool for grabbing info. It's still a short article though, see? So we can beat this. And it's about just colleges that don't have to do anything with becoming a pilot or a fighter pilot. So then airforce.com, obviously we cannot compete with this, but look at these really cool images. If we attributed some of these images to the Air Force and like linked to them pretty much here, and the fact that that the main guy here, Ed, is from the military and that we're helping to get people jobs in the military, I don't think they would mind us using some of their really awesome images, particularly this one and this one. And there's actually a lot more as well, I think. Yeah, you can, see it. Awesome. So, not that we need to use a ton of images, but it's cool to know they're there. And there's you guys pop up, and it leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe like a Thrive Lead plugin would be good. So this looks like it's from the early 2000s. Probably is. About.com, once again, nothing we can really do to compete, but it's not truly a competition. So you don't have any other really niche sites or authority sites in here just on becoming a fighter pilot. That's the good news. We can use some of this stuff for SEO, we can use some of this stuff for content. Yeah, the airforce.gov. This isn't a very good page. I'm surprised, but it's, maybe it works good. ROTC, Air Force ROTC. So there are more as you go down the list, but those are the top 10. But still, a lot of these. Here, yeah, maybe this. I don't know, F35.com. Just looks like there aren't really any other niche websites that are. And then here's the videos. So we have this one, becomefighterpilot.com. The fourth one, definitely not ideal. But it looks like there's a lot we can do with video as well. So back to here. There's just they have another article on there. So I mean, we can take this information, put it straight into facts, or I can, and rewrite it into content, and even make it better by making a video along with it, etc. So screen recording video. So yeah, here's this. So wow, 54,000 views, which is cool. It looks like it's getting like 50 views a day. You can see on the stats. But this is a lot of room for improvement here in this description. Okay, there's just a link and one sentence. There's no tags. There's not much of a description. You know, you haven't done a video reply here of part 2 to make it super easy. There's also there's nothing asking me to subscribe or any of those pop-ups. You don't have to be obnoxious with it, but like link backs and calls to action, you know, someone might not sit through this whole 6 minutes, but at this point, they're willing to take the next step. So you never know how much of an impact that could have, but definitely some. So also I'm wondering if there might be some footage on here we can grab and attribute, but that would be really cool, you know, people like action images maybe from the army, things like that. YouTube channel, wow, yeah, a lot to be improved here. Facebook page, right, it's getting early 2000s. Here's become a fighter pilot, and oh, something was just posted, but this is actually being actively managed by the group, the subscription group that he has. So it doesn't look like we actually control this, or maybe we do. That would be awesome. But yeah, Instagram, I think it would be great because tons of young people are using Instagram, and this is a really visual thing. You know, pictures of people flying and graduating and in uniforms and stuff like that. So and also like putting quotes up on pictures and making like the memes and stuff. This is like prime for that. You know, showing a picture of a cool jet, you know, doing something cool, and then a statement that says a lot, or you know, things like that. Quora, so yeah, we're not really doing anything to answer Quora questions and link back to us. On ClickBank, the gravity is only 0.18, so really low. Obviously, there's a lot to be improved here. It's a very small niche. There aren't really your competitors. This one makes me laugh, but this is one of your competitors. This is more for commercial pilots, but how to do good in your interview. But that's $47, and this is freaking complete crap. This one's actually pretty good. How to get your private fighter's license. It's very similar to yours, and so I like it a little bit better, some things about it, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. So not much to really learn from them. And then I did a free SEO report. Oops, you can send me their pop-ups just to see what it looked like, and it gave 84 out of 100. Okay, so that's pretty good, you know, according to these guys, but it still gives us things to work on. All these red and yellow things are things we can work on, the words we use most. Yeah, so add a tweet button, Google+, different technical stuff. Uh-oh. All this mobile stuff red. So backlinks. Yeah. So then I did a different company, and I got a free trial. It's called Site Analyzer, and they only gave you 51, but this measures more than just SEO. So they gave you 67 for SEO, 50 content, 57 design, only 35 on performance, and 28 on accessibility. So if we bring these two up, that would do a lot for us to bring our total score up maybe 10 points. But the good news is, of all your competitors that we looked through before, I ran them through here. The one who's ranking number 1 with that list, you're almost ahead of them. And this isn't, you're 10 points behind them. This isn't the only thing, this what Google's looking at, but it's a good indicator for how good of a site this is. So, but then the other good news is that these different ones are good at different things. So we can learn from each one of these almost in a different category. So their accessibility is an 80. They still have things to improve, but if we can get ours up to an 80 in accessibility, that would help a lot. And not just ranking for short, higher traffic terms, but ranking for long tail terms. If they kind of know that we're the person to go to who has the best user experience and the best website, they'll send more traffic to us of all different kinds, or that relate. These people, okay, their performance is really high. So if we can take their accessibility and their performance and go from 30s to 70s, that's going to bring us up maybe 20 points. And then these people, good in performance and SEO. And this one, look at this SEO score, 91.6, and also really high in performance. So, and these are all, this is the about.com article, these are all just those top kind of 10. Yahoo Answers is really good in design. And airforce.gov is actually at about our level, not very good. So, I also search in the videos, so same thing here. We could definitely do a lot better than we are doing. And through a content marketing strategy, taking what we have, even taking parts of the paid product or products, maybe taking parts of the membership thing and making content, and we can recycle the content because people don't go back and read Twitter posts from weeks or months ago or Facebook posts. It's about being in the timeline, being current, so it's okay to recycle content if it's a little bit older. And all of those are linking back to you, and then doing plenty of on-page stuff. Yeah, there's definitely sitemap. Bible links. So this is stuff that either I already know about or that I can figure out. Yep. So that's that. And then basically what that got me thinking about is one of the biggest opportunities here for this site, aside from making it actually I didn't talk about that too much, making it look better and convert better. So basically what I would test is, instead of just having this be like a sales page, and even if it is a sales page, like I said, the top part and the bottom part. So this really isn't doing much good. People buy from people. I actually looked at this little name up here. That was one of the first things my eyes actually sought out. But this F-18 fighter pilot and Top Gun graduate shows you step by step how to quickly and easily become a fighter pilot in the Air Force, Navy, or Marines. So this is like a title, but not really a headline. And then there's no subheadline. And this text is very small and hard to read. And this is red, this is blue, this is blue, and a couple things are bolded, but not very much. So it's kind of sporadic. This video is teeny, but just for instance, this header can be changed. Maybe put this over to the right. Put the guy's, maybe put a value proposition here that explains what we do. The world's best resources to become a fighter pilot, something like that, in easy to read text here. And then the headline can be something a lot more about what they get and action oriented. And see all these questions here? That's probably not performing very well if people even read those, which I'm guessing a lot of times they don't even. And we really need to get people taking micro commitments and bigger commitments to actually take this page seriously. So, for instance, I'm just kind of coming up with this off the top of my head. I thought about it a little bit earlier, but you could go an editorial style, like Marine, veteran Marine fighter pilot tells all, colon, like it was a newspaper headline or something. Tells all, colon. He dispels the 5 commonly held myths, answers the top 10 questions, and shows, or maybe that's it, answers the top 10 questions to become a fighter pilot. And then the subhead can be, without all these things that normally stop people. It's like, he reveals, it says the person, it draws them in. With it, he's telling all or revealing some sort of secret or interesting thing, and then that shows them how to, he reveals that these myths aren't true and how you can get through the clutter and just become a pilot. And then subhead that draws them in further and explains the value proposition a little better. And to be honest, this is where Garrett would be a really big help, because he's done a lot of sales pages and he's a great copywriter, so I'm sure he'd be able to come up with things. But a lot of this stuff, let's just say in the middle, this is good, so this can all be changed, and definitely the pop-up, changing the pop-up could be huge. So then at the end here, so people are going to stop and look at this guarantee. People are going to mainly decide whether to buy or not here. So one of the most basic things you could do is put in a 3-pay. Something like, in order to make this an absolute no-brainer for anyone, old or young, we decided to split this up into 3 monthly payments of whatever that turns out to be, $27. That could boost your conversions hugely. And this one full year, this needs to be brought up here so that people, when they stop and look at this, they'll be blown away that it's a year. And then these testimonials are cool, but it's not really speaking to me. If I'm here, there needs to be stuff around here, kind of like you have the secure and the money back guarantee and stuff, but stuff around here that's reminding me why I'm buying and what I'm going to get. I would even do or test a video here that shows you, like maybe right here, that shows you what it's like in the program. So maybe that auto plays after a while. I'm not sure how that would work best, but something that shows them behind the scenes of what it looks like once you buy the product. So then once you click add to cart, it looks like there's not really much we can do. But this page can definitely be optimized as well. So then the other big opportunity I saw is in search engine optimization, because obviously that's basically what this is relying on, and we're down here and our competition isn't too much better than us, except for a lot of them are really good in one thing. Like these people are good in the list, and each one of those, most of them you saw were really good in one thing, but they're all different. By us taking all of those different things that each one of them are really good at, and maybe not getting quite to that level, but at least close, we can really boost our rankings and have it be sustainable and stable as well, because we're not gaming the system, we're just making something better than anybody else. And then when you combine that with doing a blogging strategy, social, video, Quora, Yahoo Answers, etc., different backlinking strategies, SlideShare, infographics, different things. There's a lot of opportunities here, and it's just up to kind of prioritizing, getting the lowest. What I'm kind of realizing is we're only going to partner up with one company, so we can serve them and their clients the best possible. And I've got pretty much my full-time effort on this, so I figured might as well take these two companies and just pour as much as I possibly can into them, and or within reason, and see what we can do. So in that interest, I also went and got Longtail Pro, which is, and I got the Platinum version, which is $37 a month. It used to be a few $100 one time. I'm glad they have a monthly fee. And it allows me to research on the top keywords and which ones have competition, which ones don't, and when I'm creating the content and the content marketing strategy to use those keywords before I even start that content. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it here, but yeah, Longtail University I also got. So this is it's basically like a $200 program, but it comes with a package when you buy a whole year along with the discount. So but it's $200 if you just buy it. It shows how to go about and use the software to actually get some incredible results. So I went ahead and got that, and basically between the stuff that those reports are telling us to do, getting back there in the technical end, and then also digging into the analytics, setting up goals, and doing session tracking, some usability testing, maybe just with friends and family at first. What do you think about this? Is it intuitive, etc. Split testing what we can, but we'd have to, if the traffic is lower, we'd have to split test some radical changes to be able to see significance. So, yep, that's about it. I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to implementing all this stuff. Really exciting. Alright, bye.